Hello, I'm Ella Mae Griner and I'm very excited to be interviewing in the area of forest management and products. My SAE project encompasses my work at Diamond G Forest Products. My project did not begin until 2017, but I have been harvesting and distilling raw pine gum to produce pure gum spirits of turpentine and pine gum rosin since I was 9 years old. Let me show you where it all began. I started right here, carrying a 1-gallon sprayer, following my daddy closely as he drilled holes at the base of trees with a gas-powered drill. This is when I began to learn the importance of distinguishing between different species of trees. You see, we only tap slash pine trees or Pinus eliottii. I also learned at an early age what sustainability truly means. We drill trees at the base as to not reduce the market value of timber. In the beginning, my job at Diamond G was to spray a natural plant-based stimulant into the hole immediately after it was drilled and to attach the hardware to the trees to collect the oleoresin. Through the years, my role at Diamond G has changed drastically. As we have mechanized the drilling process and the number of crews has increased, my responsibilities have grown to include making sure that each crew has the necessary components to drill the trees each day. I am also responsible for weighing barrels of oleoresin, keeping accurate records, and paying landowners. As my communication skills have advanced over time, my responsibilities have also grown to educating prospective landowners. The single greatest challenge I have faced during my project has been persuading landowners that the borehole method of gum extraction is completely safe and financially rewarding. From raw material to finished products, and from a beginner to a trained professional, growth and change come in many ways. It is not always easy, but it is always worth it. What advice would you give to others getting started in a forest management and products placement SAE? I would tell them to be prepared to work hard and to have patience. I've never worked harder in my life than I have in the turpentine woods. We begin the process of collecting pine gum in the heat of the summer, and the process isn't over for 90 days. I would tell them to be willing to accept criticism and grow. When all I was relegated to do was carry that 1-gallon sprayer, I never dreamed I would be educating other potential producers. I would tell them to take advantage of every opportunity to gain knowledge. I never thought that learning ratios in algebra would be useful in the real world until I began formulating our natural growth stimulant used to increase the production of pine gum within each tree. I believe these skills have made all the difference in the success of my SAE. If you were the employer, not the employee, at Diamond G Forest Products, what is the first change you would make in the business? As the employer at Diamond G Forest Products, I would expand the business to include agritourism and education. Sometimes it is easy to get in a rut and think that what you're doing each day is very mundane and commonplace. However, when I take a step back and think about what we're doing at Diamond G Forest Products, it's really quite remarkable. Rosin is a natural adhesive with a myriad of uses, and turpentine is a plant-based raw material used in the flavors and fragrances all over the world. I believe that an educational component at Diamond G would appeal not only to the older generation of folks who made their spending money as a teenager scraping cat faces and dipping tar, but also to a younger generation who prides themselves in renewable, sustainable, plant-based resources. I believe that people of all ages would be amazed by just how many ways their everyday lives are touched by rosin and turpentine. Including an agritourism component and even selling the finished products could provide a way of connecting to the consumer and further expanding our business. How will the skills you mentioned in your application impact your goal of being an agricultural educator? Nothing excites me more than the thought of helping the next generation find their passion in agriculture. The skills I have acquired through the completion of my project will help me help my students become the best at whatever profession they choose. Clear and concise communication is necessary to fulfill one's potential and to reach one's personal and professional goals. My verbal, written, and digital communication skills have improved exponentially through my work at Diamond G, and I am now prepared to teach the next generation how to communicate with clarity, logic, purpose, and professionalism in various settings. Personal responsibility, such as what I learned through ordering supplies and maintaining accurate records, is another character trait that I will model and teach my students. My students will know they have the ability to work efficiently and think clearly to overcome whatever obstacles they may face.